Electra from the Electrolytes and Positive Foundation. We're here at Koiman Painted Pink, and wow, it's an event of all events. So many women are here today, of course, being breast aware, and we're so happy that we have our wonderful sponsor all the way from Miami. Makita is here, and they're so impressed with what we are done here today. I just want to say thank you to Makita, Koiman, NIPA, of course, all the volunteers that have made it possible for women to be here today, not forgetting travel planners that allowed 100 extra women to participate in Painted Pink. This whole event is based on being breast aware, sisterhood, working together, learning the dynamics and challenges that we as human beings face, not only in a daily life, but also going and dealing with breast cancer. Shelly, I'll pass it on to you.
It is definitely an awesome event. Today we have women from all walks of life participating in this event, over 400 or about 400 of them. People are showing up, excited to be part of the program. We're excited to have them. So is Makita, so is Koiman. Of course, we couldn't do it by ourselves, and this is truly a labor of love. The ornament that they're making, the shelf, is a love shelf, and it's definitely a labor of love for everyone involved. Volunteers, Koiman, Makita, the Positive Foundation, all the vendors that are here today. Definitely a labor of love, and we thank everybody for just reaching out to us and making this all very, very possible. Travel planners, making 100 more spaces available. It's just been fantastic. The women are really, really into this event, and we look forward to continue having this event annually.
This is the first time that you have such a large crowd?
This is our first large crowd of 400. When we started this 4 years ago, we started with 2. This year it's 400. We definitely have some growing pains between 2 to 400, but we will work them out. And as I said, this project is a labor of love, and we want to encourage people to share and be responsible to each other. We still have screening events that you can go and get free clinical breast examination. I encourage you to check out our Facebook page, Positive Foundation, and Electra's page for the information. Also, we have our Thanksgiving service on the 27th of October at the Phillipsburg Methodist Church from 5 o'clock. It's a cancer awareness Thanksgiving service, so we're inviting you to come out. It's a free event, so come on out.
Also, we'll be having an open house with the St. Martin Medical Center next week on Saturday from 10 to 4 p.m., and we encourage everyone to come out and get screened. This has been a very wonderful month with all the support from various sponsors. We would not be able to do what we do always, and that is help saving lives and keeping people breast aware.
You know, we've been doing this thing for quite a long time. All of us get any response from abroad. I think we'd like to come here and join what you all are doing. You have comment on that?
Yes.
Anyone of you?
Definitely. Our event, our kickoff event, which was on September 29th, we've definitely seen repeat visitors to the island, and that is our Pink Sunset Sale. So we do see people coming back to it for this. Even for this Painted Pink event, we have their international sponsor, Makita, came here especially to St. Martin for this event. So we're honored to have that. But also we have Pandora that is coming up on November 1st, our Pandora Pink event. Party for Pink event that is on November 1st, and that attracts a lot of international people as well.
So you're getting a lot of good response from abroad.
Definitely.
And you're quite happy that how that is turning out?
That is definitely what we're encouraging, and we're grateful for the exposure. Don't forget that some of our partners have actually helped to motivate this international feel as well. Many years ago, I think in 2016, if I remember correctly, Princess Juliana International Airport sported our pink faces on their building, as well as Winair flies regionally, and they're also taking our breast cancer awareness message through the region.
All these wonderful women that you got here tonight, all of them are from St. Martin?
This is what the requirement is, but we do have visitors here as well who have participated. It's a cross-section of the population that is here. Definitely encouraging. And we just want to make sure that they're all breast aware. We're here with literature to give to them as well. AUC is here giving out information as well about breast health. So yes, all around it is an amazing event.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Mega Wadi is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
You deserve it, my hallelujah. My hallelujah belongs to you. Sing it, everyone. Sing it. Let me hear you from the bottom of our hearts. My hallelujah belongs to you. Oh, my hallelujah. My hallelujah belongs to you. Belongs to you. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve.
Well, my name is Nolan Nanton, and I'm the pastor of the New Testament Baptist Church here in Carnegie Street, number 35. And what we're doing presently at the Baptist Church, we're celebrating what we call International Weekend. This is a weekend that begins from Friday until Sunday. And what we do is give each nationality the opportunity to present something that is of a cultural nature. And persons also have the opportunity to be patriotic to their own homeland. As you know, St. Martin is an island that is made up of 120 nationalities thereabout. So persons give reflection and so forth so that we can get an understanding of the different cultural groups that we have in our church. And immediately behind of me, what we have is the cultural cuisine. This cuisine is where persons will cook a national dish, their national dish to be more precise, and you have an opportunity to taste what the national dish of each nationality is. Tomorrow, we have on our worship session, we're going to be having songs being sung in different languages. So the same song going to be sung in 3-4 different languages. And that's because we are also multi-language. So persons are going to be doing that. And then in the night, each nationality again will present something that is unique to their own island. And this is why we call it International Weekend, because of the varying islands.
Is this the first time that this happening?
No, actually this has been going on for some 20 or so years, over 20 years. This have been happening at the New Testament Baptist Church. So there are different pastors who would have, I think it came under Pastor Lake the initiative came, and then it continued under Pastor Smith and now myself.
I see that you have a very big turnout.
Yes, persons actually look forward to this celebration, so it is something that people really look forward to, and they put a lot of effort and a lot of work in so that they can come and celebrate this international weekend. And again, it's a patriotic something, so the patriotism in persons generally will come out.
How did you get around to get all the different nationalities in one day?
Well, this is the thing about Christendom and Christianity. God saved persons from all over the world. So our church is made up of different nationalities. We are yet to take another poll. In recent time, we had about 28, but we are yet to take another poll to see just what the representation is. And again, because we are in St. Martin, where 120 nationalities are, again, it's not so difficult to do. But, the church is made up of many different nationalities.
Make use of WIB mobile banking with easy access and direct usage of face recognition, PIN code, or fingerprint. Download WIB mobile banking app and make your transaction from anywhere at any time. For more information, visit wib-bank.net/quick-login.
How are you doing this morning?
Good. So, Rebecca, thank you for coming. I work as a psychologist at the Mental Health Foundation. I mainly see children and adolescents, but I also see adults.
So whenever there's a crowd, that's when you're starting to feel
nervous.
Okay.
Nauseous.
Okay.
It is kind of like your body. We are so used to taking care of our body. If we have a little ache in our foot, we know to rest it. We know, okay, I might have walked too much, so I need to rest. Now, of course, that can be just an ache in my foot, but I can also break my leg. Now, for breaking my leg, I would have to go to the doctor. So that kind of goes the same for mental health illnesses. So you can come in for something little as, I'm really stressed out lately. What would you need? A little bit of rest. But someone can also come in with way more difficulties. We're not here to judge right or wrong, good or bad. Is it helpful for you? Fine. Is it not helpful for you? Okay, then let's see what we can do about it. But not a wrong nor right, absolutely not. It's a magnifying glass without judgment.
Well, there's still a lot of stigma on the island, unfortunately. It's not a topic that people easily talk about, and that's a shame. They're afraid that they get judged, and there is still quite a bit of judgment. I mean, often we hear, don't go to that crazy house. Once you go in, you never go back. And it's just not true, We treat a lot of patients here, and a lot of them, we get back on their feet.
Our goal at the Mental Health Foundation is for us to help you improve your life, for you to live a better, happier, and fuller life.
Minister, over the years, the issue of the CFT have always been a hot topic. 10-10-10 this year will make us 9 years since we have signed the agreement for financial supervision. There was a reason for that at the time. Country St. Martin becoming a country. We was once part of the Netherlands Antilles, and there was grave concerns concerning our financial position at the time. we all could stand here, and those who don't understand the past will not really understand the future moving forward if one don't do the research. Over the years, there was badly mismanaged of government funds and the way budgets was put together. Many times we spoke about it. Unbalanced budget, unrealistic budget, misplacing of proper documentation. There was a number of issues for St. Martin at the time under the Netherlands Antilles in those days. The responsibility left us in a bad position going into 10-10-10. St. Martin was one of those country to be that did not get its fair share of debt reduction. And the reason for that, bills that could not be proven what the true meaning of those bills was at the time, St. Martin was left with almost 200 million in debt. So yes, while we could stand here, but the truth must be told why we get what we got today based on what transpired of the past. Mismanagement, badly grossed, dealing with the financials of St. Martin at the time. Totally wrong. No good. So we could all now try to understand and see that, and this is where I'm going with this. They use a mechanism to tighten and choke St. Martin to bring it in line with its financials and reporting, and to make sure that we don't go out of whack again. But I think they use the wrong mechanism in the time that we are living in, where CFT is concerned, that we're no longer part of the Netherlands Antilles, but now we are a country on our own that carries huge responsibilities. Not little responsibilities, but huge responsibilities. No longer is the Netherlands Antilles take care of justice in certain parts of education, certain parts of healthcare, certain other parts. No. All of the responsibilities became country St. Martin. And while we accept the form and how the CFT was put together, it turned out not to be the right formula for a country moving forward. We see the same thing happening now with Curacao. We saw it from St. Martin a long time ago. But nevertheless, we continue with it. And what made it even worse more, a devastation hit St. Martin, but yet the CFT continue to play the same role that they played from the beginning. And that is where I have a problem. And the kingdom partners use all sorts of mechanisms to continue to tighten the belt on country St. Martin. Here why. They have the CFT is one, and then they introduce us now to the World Bank, two, with their conditions and their way of doing things in different countries. St. Martin is a unique country, a unique small little island that is governed by two different parts, by two foreign countries. You have the French and you have the Dutch side. There is a system that seemingly no one dares to understand how it works with both sides of the island in such a small community. Free movements of goods, free movements of people, where that's concerned, that have a serious impact on both financials of the country. There's movement of capital or goods from both sides of the island. And we can't run, we can't hide from it. And the CFT makes it no better position for us as a small developing country based on their norms that we agreed on. Minister, to you, my question is, have we done a proper evaluation since 10-10-10 to now with the workings of the CFT for this country? Have we? And what are those results if we had done any study or anything where that's concerned. Because it's important for us to have done an evaluation, and not the evaluation that is there in law, that if you did 3 consecutive budgets, then you could sit down and negotiate the way out of the CFT. No, not that. The method in what and how the CFT uses its tools to control development of this country. The limited allowance of borrowing money and determining what you should borrow for. And they're determining what is important and what is not important to borrow the money to be used. Mr. Chairman, through you, yes, we have a right and a duty as Parliament to reevaluate a number of these agreements that we have signed. This is a better time now for us to look on how best we could reevaluate some of these institutions. I feel today, if we didn't have the CFT, we could have done more where it concerns borrowing money on our own to rebuild and redevelop St. Martin in a much faster pace than what we are at right now.
My question is for Minister Smith. It's in regards to the Prince William Alexander School. It appears that the construction has stopped. Can you answer if this is true? Why and when will it resume?
As far as I know, the construction is ongoing. Maybe they've slowed down, but it has not stopped as far as my information goes.
Thank you, Prime Minister Smith. We now move on to the second round of questions. Dimitri, you have the floor.
Okay, my second question is to Minister Smith. An article was published in the Curaçao media about that indicated that Finance Minister Geerlings and the President of the Central Bank of St. Martin and Curaçao are in Miami for talks. Can you indicate who the minister is meeting with and what are these talks about? Is it with Mr. Ansari and regarding the ENIA issue?
The Minister of Finance is in the U.S. attending IMF annual meetings, and also his colleague, I believe, is also with him. So these are annual meetings that are taking place, and as far as I am aware, there are no discussions with other entities. I know that they went together and they'll be looking at central bank matters, but as far as I know, not with the Honorable Hushang Ansari.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Lyndon, you have the floor.
Question 2. Minister Johnson. Minister Johnson, there was discussion about a harbor being soon to run by an offshore company for the betterment. How far this process is?
Thank you, Mr. Brown, for your question. And of course, port management of our port is busy negotiating and finalizing the selection process to start an RFP. An RFP, of course, is a request for proposal, financing proposals through several third parties. You know, anyone outside of government is a third party. So any group of financiers, any group of consortium of financiers would be having the ability to finance, look at capital financing necessary for the harbor. If we look at the indications of where the harbor is financially, if we look at our need to evolve as a cruise destination overall to enhance that experience, this is now more than ever the reason to look at either having cruise lines or a cruise line or two come together to finance what is the improvements needed at the harbor, whether it's another third party. So I know the campaign trail in some facets have already warmed up. I've seen some public meetings scattered here and there already starting to say that global ports is going to be the new tagline. Minister Johnson has absolutely no favorite. My only favorite is the people of St. Martin and this great country. And once they are number one, that is the only proposal that I'm in favor of. So indeed, no scare tactics, no rush to get on the campaign trail for a couple votes. Indeed, the harbor is not for sale. What is for sale, of course, is that we realize that St. Martin has to learn that we have to evolve with our tourism product. Our neighboring islands are simply not waiting. If you look at St. Kitts, Antigua, and around the region, no one is waiting for St. Martin. Our storyline of we're still recovering from Irma is long gone. It's time to get our act together, clean up this island, and get this country back on track stronger than ever. And the port forms part of that, and of course the airport also, because improvements at the port in terms of home porting and otherwise is dependent of a fully operational, restored airport with USP clearance.